Yes, people. Welcome back to another stream on the channel. Liverpool Football Club have won the game against Nottingham Forest by 1-0. Alexis McAllister, dagger, ladies and gentlemen. Alexis McAllister wins it for Liverpool in the dying minutes. I don't know how we've actually won. That was probably one of the worst performances of the season so far. It was absolutely dreadful and dross. I wanted to scratch my eyes until they bleeded. It was that poor. Like, it was genuinely awful, people. But if you are new to the channel, make sure you're hitting the subscribe button. Make sure you're hitting up the like and the subscribe. Massive win for Liverpool. Absolutely massive for the race for the Champions League races. It was not a great watch. It was absolutely dross. But look, listen, we'll get into it. But it is a massive win. We had to keep up the pace. Chelsea dropping points, Villa dropping points. Manchester United obviously play tomorrow against Everton. We'll obviously wait to see what the result is in terms of that. But we had to go there and beat Nottingham Forest today. I'm sorry, but this is a team that is literally a whopping 2 points above the relegation zone. I don't care if we've struggled against them previously in the past. You had to go there and get 3 points, and we had to go and get their 3 points. It gave me very reminiscent to when we won it a couple of years ago. Darwin Núñez late winner. We was awful in that game, but we got the win, ladies and gentlemen. And now we still stay in 6th place, but obviously it builds us a bit of a gap now between the likes of 7th and 8th and the likes of Everton's and your Fulhams, who were leaking up a bit behind us. And now we go level on points with Chelsea. So we are technically joint 4th, 5th, whatever. It's only goal difference that is the defining factor. And yeah, if Everton was to beat Manchester United tomorrow, the Champions League race is going to be really interesting. We know the top two, Arsenal and Man City, are going to get it. Villa, with a couple of poor results in recent weeks, they're potentially falling behind, so they could get dragged into that race. And yeah, absolute massive, man, absolute huge win. We had to go there and win. And if we didn't win today, there was going to be some big conversations to be had. I saw already a lot of people saying slot out, etc. I mean, look, if we had a loss today, I'm sorry about he should be sacked on the spot if he had a loss today or drop points, because we need Champions League football. We need Champions League football. I'm sorry, we need Champions League football, and we've got to get that. We've got to we have to get Champions League football. And look, we're potentially on our way. That's back-to-back Premier League games with wins. I mean, if you look at Liverpool, I know we lost last week against Man City, didn't we? I know we beat Sunderland. Obviously, it was FA Cup, wasn't it? So it's kind of messed it up a bit. But you look at our last 5 games, we've won 2 of the last 5, two losses and a draw. We had to go and win, man. We had to go and win. Losing Manchester City late a couple of weeks ago. You go and get a really good performance against Sunderland and Newcastle. You go and winning the FA Cup as well. You had to go and beat Nottingham Forest today, man. I don't care if it's new manager bounce or what. This is a team that is dreadful. Forest have won 7 games this season. They're 2 points against West Ham. They're in a relegation dogfight. And I know, these games become a lot more difficult towards the back end of the season, but I'm not being funny, yeah? We have to go and win. We had to go and win, and we ultimately got there. Let's talk about the lineup, because Florian Wirtz is actually injured. He actually got injured in the warm-up. I mean, I don't know how we've had 10 shots. This is where stats just don't tell the full story. People think, oh my God, 10 shots? Yeah, he must have played all right. Where's the 10 shots actually come from? Because other than that, I genuinely can't think of where we actually had proper opportunities in this game. We had literally 0 to nothing. Big up to N9 in the chat, my bro. Hope you're doing well, my friend. But no, honestly, chat, if we look at this, right, this is the lineup. So it was Alisson, Kirkes, Van Dijk, Canate, Szoboszlai, Gravenberch, McAllister, Gakpo, Jones, Salah, and Ekitike. I mean, look, Allison, I thought was all right today. Distribution wise, I thought it was quite shocking, kicking the ball out, just making a couple of mistakes, just not really keeping calm and composed under pressure where needed to be. I thought Allison could have been better today, but I mean, look, he kept a clean sheet, so I'm not going to go in on him too hard. Pause. Milos Kerkez, I thought Kerkez was probably our best player today, if I'm being honest. Got hooked 83 minutes for Robertson. Didn't quite really understand that. We didn't play for another week. Like, I could understand if we got a big game in midweek. I swear we don't play midweek because it's Champions League playoff second legs. Yeah, we don't play till next weekend against West Ham. Like we're playing one game a week. You're telling me we can't keep our best player on the pitch? He literally was our best player on the pitch, and you're telling me we couldn't keep him on. I mean, fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. Then obviously Van Dijk and Konate. I thought Van Dijk and Konate did all right today. I thought they were quite good. I thought they did really well. Cleared the ball a lot. Defensively, okay. Didn't really give a couple of the Forest players really much of a sniff. I think big ups to Konate, man, because ever since, obviously, condolences to his family, ever since his dad passed away, he's been brilliant. He's been absolutely brilliant in the back line. Him and Virgil van Dijk slowly building that partnership back up again. So Bosley was at right back, just basically played everywhere today. I don't think Bosley was too bad today, but he certainly wasn't the man of the match for me. Gravenberch, I don't know how Gravenberch played the full game. I really don't know how Gravenberch played the full game, if I'm being truly honest. I didn't think Gravenberch was particularly great, if I'm going to be honest. I did not think Gravenberch was particularly great. McAllister, I thought McAllister was poor. I thought he got bypassed a lot of the times. Big ups to him. Obviously, he did get the last minute winner, so he is going to get credit for that. He almost scored. I thought it was actually harsh to get the first goal ruled out, if I'm being honest. I thought the first goal was actually harsh to rule out. It looked like he went off his arse, but apparently it was handball. I'd have to really watch it back. Cody Gakpo, I don't know how Cody Gakpo plays 77 minutes. Rio and Gamoa, fantastic when he came on. We're going to come to Rio. How has Gakpo played 77 minutes? Same for Mohamed Salah. They were, honestly, I'm going to say it now, they was the worst players on the pitch. Them two were genuinely unbelievably bad. Unbelievably bad. So bad. And yeah, they were dross, if I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know how I just don't know how they actually played that long. I really don't. I honestly don't know how they played that long in the game. They were fucking dreadful. If I'm being honest with you, I can't lie. I thought they were awful in the game. Every time, I mean, Gakpo just has no fucking IQ. Like, how many times, did Gakpo pick up the ball and not even attempt to beat his man? He just constantly go in on the inside because he knows Aina's going to beat him for pace. This is a player that's literally just come back from fucking injury. And you're telling me you can't give him somewhat of a problem? Come on, man. What are we doing here? You're telling me you can't give him some sort of a problem? Honestly, it really was a painful watch, wasn't it? It really was a painful watch today. I can't lie. It really was a painful watching them two for us. Curtis Jones in the midfield again. He didn't really do any much. I mean, you can tell he just came up from the warm up. He wasn't particularly great. If I'm being honest, he genuinely was not particularly great. I thought, again, he was poor. I don't know how he actually stayed on for that long, if I'm honest. I don't know how he stayed on for that long, but he did. not much we could really do there. Just really poor, man. Really, really poor. The whole team was poor today. Ekatike didn't really offer much, didn't really get much service. There was a couple of times where he picked up the ball in the midfield and tried to go on a couple of runs, but just wasn't getting the support around him. I actually felt sorry for him a bit out there. And you can tell he's a bit tired. He's a bit knackered. But unfortunately, Isak isn't back, and we don't really have any other players to play in that position. The subs, Chiesa, oh my God, he was so bad. That might be Chiesa's worst performance in a Liverpool shirt. Genuinely, he looked like a granddad out there. Ryan Gamoa changed the game. Every time he got on the ball, he was looking to get the ball into the box, looking to drive with the ball, looking to actually try and have some sort of intensity, because this team looked genuinely like a dead phone right now. And Chiesa actually looked like he brought. It's like, when you go to a house party, yeah, and you need to charge the fucking people. You need to charge your phone and that, or the speaker or whatever. And no one's got a charger. And everyone's like, oh fucking hell, that means we can't listen to music and stuff. That Rion Gamora brought the fucking charger, and he actually brought a bit of fucking light into it. Robertson came on again, just didn't really do much. Gomez, I was flipping at the Joe Gomez sub, if I'm being truly honest with you. As much as I think Curtis Jones was bad, why was you bringing on another defender? I didn't really quite understand it. But look, I'm not going to go too in. I mean, look, we won the game. I don't want to be just constantly being negative. And obviously, the rest of the subs, there's not really much subs we could bring on. But like I said, we have got injuries. Isak's obviously out. Frimpong, hopefully. I'm hoping he can be back for next week. And obviously, Bradley, etc. We know that they're going to be out for the season. But this was a massive win. We had to win today. We got the win. And that's what that's what mostly important here, that Liverpool won the game. And if I'm being honest with it, it's a massive, massive win for the Champions League race now. Chelsea dropping points to Burnley yesterday. We went through Chelsea's fixtures. Their fixtures are looking a bit bleak, if I'm being honest. They got Arsenal next, Aston Villa, obviously Wrexham in the FA Cup. Then you got Newcastle, Everton, City, and United. I'm hoping Chelsea can go on a lose a couple of games there, drop a couple of points, and then we could potentially overtake them, because I do think 5th will be the correlation spot for the Premier League. So if Chelsea are dropping points, we should be able to hopefully capitalise on them. Look, we're 11 on goal difference now, so hopefully Arsenal can beat them next weekend. As for Manchester United, they've got Everton, Palace, Newcastle, Villa, so they've got some tough games in there as well. As for Liverpool, West Ham, Wolves again, Tottenham, Brighton. So we've got some difficult games as well. This Champions League race is going to be certainly heating up now. I think 20 points. I think 60 points. Would 60 points get you it? I think the way it's going, I think depending on how Chelsea deal within their fixtures, I think potentially 60 points could be enough. Maybe 63 points-ish could be enough for you to get Champions League football, if I'm being honest. And obviously, Villa, they're potentially getting dragged into the race. I'm not sure what their fixtures are like. They've got Wolves again, Chelsea, Man United, West Ham. So they've got some difficult games as well. So they could potentially get dragged into that as well, which is, again, any plus side for us. But no, look, we won the game. I don't want to be overly negative about it. And that's what ultimately, mostly importantly, matters here, that Liverpool got the 3 points. And we're sitting there thinking, if we don't win today, I don't think we actually get Champions League. But we've actually won. You actually look at the record now since Qarabag in the Premier League. We've actually only lost once in, is it 4? So, and obviously we've got 3 wins in a row. Brighton last weekend we won, and obviously Sunderland we previously won as well. So we need to keep it up now. It's obviously right now, as it stands, it's only 1 game a week. Obviously we've got West Ham, then it will go back to 1 game a week. But in the next 3 games, in the next 2 weeks, we've got some big games. West Ham, you've got to go and win again. Wolves, you've got to go and win. They're dead certains. I'm sorry. You can't be dropping points to relegation fodder like Wolves. And then if you beat Wolves, you're in the quarterfinal. So potentially, when you're going to play Tottenham in just shy of 3 weeks' time, you could potentially be in an FA Cup quarter-final, and you've added another 6 points, and you're potentially within that top 4 race in terms of, looking like we could potentially get it. So, 11 games to go, 33 points available as of left. I think, me personally, 63, 64 points will be enough for you to get Champions League. Slot out, but we showed great mentality in the end and after getting robbed. Yeah, I reckon we can get third. I'll be honest, I think third could be difficult. With 6 points adrift from Villa, they're still going to win a couple of games. I can see the thing is with Aston Villa, they can go and win 3-4 in a row. Like with Liverpool, we'll lose, draw one, then win 2, then draw 1. Do you know what I mean? It's just kind of, it's always like 2 steps forward, 1 step back, and all that sort of thing. So, yeah, I thought I'd jump on, do a quick match reaction. Jump on for 20 minutes. But look, we won the game. We won the game, and that's all that really ultimately matters. Was it great? No, it was absolutely dreadful. On a slot, tactically, it was an absolute shambles, wasn't it? It was an absolute shambles of a performance. But again, I just don't want to. I just don't want to be overly negative, and come across as negative, like, oh, you won the game. Why are you moaning and all that shit? But it's not the point. It's not the point. Like, it just wasn't great, man. It just simply was not great. But no, look, we're gonna have to see how we are gonna keep progressing. Can we potentially get Champions League football? We will have to wait and see. Everton, Man United tomorrow as well. So we'll see how that game. We'll see how that game does go. I mean, it should be an interesting watch. If I'm being honest, it should be an interesting watch. I might watch that. It's actually Monday Night Football, isn't it? So Monday Night Football. But yeah, bless up to everybody, man. I thought I'll jump on for like 20 minutes or so. So yeah, bless up to everybody, man. And yeah, let's hope the Reds can potentially win again next week against West Ham, because yeah, we definitely need to keep this up now. We need to be keeping this up. We can't be losing any more games, in my opinion. But we won the game, chat. We won the game. Appreciate everyone for jumping in. Quick, just instant thoughts of match reaction. Look, didn't play well. McAllister gets the absolute dying last-minute winner. Rebound, whatever, I don't care. We deserved a bit of luck in that game, and we got a bit of luck. That's what more importantly matters here, doesn't it? So, yeah, I'm going to go and watch the Arsenal Tottenham game. So, yeah, you'll also have a video and a couple of shorts out tonight as well. By the way, we are literally 7 subs from 2.6k. We're back on YouTube, so yeah, we're trying to hit the algorithm again. So yeah, Chelsea drew Villa. Hopefully United can lose. Yep, that's what we're hoping for, my friend. That is what we're hoping for. But appreciate everyone. If you're watching back on the replay, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Take care, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Peace. Up the Reds. Champions League football. Are we going to get it? The race is certainly getting tight.